Hello, I'm Philip Stoten for EMSNow. I'm here at APEX 2013 in San Diego, California, and I'm joined by Dave Raby from STI. Dave, great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
By.
Thank you.
Start by giving me an update on, I think we last spoke here probably this time last year. Give me an update on what's been going on with STI in that time.
Okay, well, STI is involved in a lot of different things, and one of the big things that we do is training. Mm-hmm. We're one of the largest training centers for IPC specifications. So training is going well, but we're also have been fortunate over the years to have contracts to write many of the lesson plans that are used by us and then other IPC training centers. Mm-hmm. And we have a new one that's in the process of coming out right now. It's for IPC 620, which is their cable and harness specification. Right. And we have been working probably 6 months on that lesson plan. We've now done 3 beta classes and have a 4th one coming up very shortly. The 3 we've done, 2 in the US and 1 in the UK. And we will, so that lesson plan will be out to where everybody will be able to then participate in that specification. So that'll be good for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And does that end in, that's a group of lessons that end in examination and certification?
Yes. You come through that, and like the other programs, you can come through it and come out as an IPC trainer, certified trainer, if you pass that test, or you can go back and then certify your people, or you can come through it as a regular student where you are going to, you'll be certified to do the work, but not to train somebody else.
Yeah. And in terms of the training, the lesson plans you do you focus on a particular niche, or are you pretty much across all the different IPC?
We do the, we're kind of narrow in that we do the electronics assembly. You know, we don't get into some of the other documents, the design, that type of thing. Mm-hmm. But we do the soldering, the inspection, the bare board, and then cable and harness. Yeah. And rework repair is a big one also.
And a chunk of your business is manufacturing. You're actually doing manufacturing.
Right.
Is your manufacturing what's, the fact that you've got to train your people, is that part of what has taught you how to do that?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I always laugh that our employees have the shortest commute of anybody to be trained, and we also have no excuse for not training them. So I mean, we think they're the best trained people around, and there's no reason they wouldn't be. No. The training actually came first for us before the contract manufacturing, and but one helps the other.
Yeah, and from the skills that are coming together there to me are obvious. One is you understand how to manufacture, but two is that ability to educate, which is actually a unique thing in itself. Is that something that's kind of genetic in the background of STI?
STI was founded 30 years ago by my father, and we're a family company, so we were all founded in on the founding, but it was his background that got us started. And he had been with NASA and then with the U.S. Navy and had set up their training programs. Okay. So yes, it probably is some genetics in there.
Yeah. So, but coming in it as an educator first, and with the electronics second.
Right. And I mean, none of us have degrees in education or that, but having said that, we have been around it for. He's been around it for 50-something years, teaching people these particular skills.
Yeah. And the IPC seems to have developed from being a North American organization to a global organization, and I guess the certifications have gone along with that.
Yes.
Has that changed your business in terms of where those lesson plans are being deployed?
On the lesson plan part, probably not really, because IPC handles the translation. I'm not. We haven't been involved in that part of it.
But it's your lesson plan.
It's our lesson plan.
In
so
Chinese,
I mean, we take a lot of pride in that, and we also like it. I mean, anything that expands the training base, that helps expand our market.
Yeah.
I mean, this past week in Alabama, we had a student in from Japan for his certification.
Okay.
Now, I mean, I love seeing that because it's, he could have gone to a lot of different places, but for whatever reason, and I hope it's a good one, he came to us.
Yeah. Japan to Alabama seems the strangest choice.
It is, but we were happy with it.
So just to go back to the contract manufacturing, what have you seen in the last year there? Is there a growth in demand? Because we're hearing some stuff about some business coming back from overseas. And some optimism in the US.
We hear the same thing, and I hope that's right.
Okay.
What I haven't actually seen it. We have not picked up any business that was being done overseas. Now, having said that, we don't do a lot of high volume work. High volume for us is a couple of thousand a month.
Yeah. So your job shouldn't have been overseas. Anyway.
We're more the specialized. I always tell our folks if it were easy, anybody could do it, and we get a lot of the harder jobs.
Okay.
But as far as our business, we've got a couple of customers that were probably top heavy that were dependent. Or a couple of customers make up a pretty high percentage of our business, and one is military, which right now that's a little iffy as far as what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks or next couple of months as far as the U.S. military budgets go. But having said that, they cut way back last year, as far our customer did, and but this year, the first half of the year especially looks really good.
Yeah.
Don't know about the second half, but that's a long time out right now.
Yeah.
Our second biggest customer is commercial, and they're the opposite. They've cut back the first half, but they're saying the second half is going to be good. So we'll see what happens on that.
Nice to have some balance there, but we'll see. You have to respond immediately, don't you?
Right, exactly.
Demand.
Obviously, I'd like to have both of them going well at the same time, but one can help make up for the other.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I say, agility is kind of the watchword in contract manufacturing, especially at the numbers.
And we do a lot of business where we're building 5 of something.
Yeah.
And those, they're so hard to forecast. I'd have a hard time right now giving you a forecast for week after next.
Yeah. There you go. David, thanks very much for stopping by.
Okay.
Pleasure to talk to you again.
Okay, well, good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
Have a good time. We'll speak again soon.
Okay,
Thank you.
Look forward to it.